is a Angel Reese OnlyFans coming up next? I mean, it's kind of the next step. Can't pay the bills, got to pay the rent. Showing a lot of skin. She looks okay for now. You know, other words, and other people have called it only rebound.
Angel Reese, once a powerhouse on the basketball court, has taken an unexpected turn. She's now sharing exclusive content on OnlyFans. Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true, and the situation only gets more surprising. This jaw-dropping shift from athlete to content creator has left fans in disbelief, sparking buzz about what prompted her to make such a drastic move. The twist has everyone talking and wondering what could come next for the former Hoot star.
I think to myself, if you have any self-awareness, Caitlin Clark is not my problem. She's not my enemy. She is. And by the way she's been dressing and showing up, all right, if you need help paying rent.
Reese isn't just testing the waters with OnlyFans. She's diving in headfirst, and she's not holding back when it comes to the backlash. In fact, she's pointing fingers, specifically at Caitlin Clark, claiming that race is the real issue here. Reese even went as far as accusing Clark of stealing her spotlight. But here's where things take an interesting turn. Could all this drama be tied to the fact that Clark snagged Rookie of the Year, while Reese didn't? The plot thickens, and the rivalry seems far from over.
The fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes.
Remember when Angel Reese was the name on everyone's lips in women's basketball? After that epic national championship victory, she was on cloud 9. But things took an unexpected and wild twist. Let's dive into how Reese's journey shifted from a skyrocketing career to being caught in the eye of a major controversy. How did she go from being a shining star to sparking intense debates? Let's unravel the story behind her sudden fall into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons.
Angel Reese, really unlikable. I mean, just really unlikable. And trust me, it's hard for most men to dislike a woman who puts her butt on display everywhere she goes. And she's got a pretty big one and a good one.
It all kicked off with her antics during and after that huge game. While Angel Reese's talent was undeniable, it wasn't long before people started noticing more than just her skills. Suddenly, it wasn't about basketball anymore. She was at the center of drama, both on the court and off. And here's the thing, the buzz didn't stop there. The controversy kept growing, pulling her deeper into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons.
She puts herself out there, even on this podcast. Stomach out, breast barely hidden, legs front and center everywhere. She has sexualized herself. And now, I'm shocked. People are sexualizing me. And somehow she's connecting it to being a Caitlin Clark fan. I just don't see the connection.
Reese's actions only became more outrageous, leaving fans speechless with her latest social media posts. One fan even quipped that she looked like she'd been in a losing battle with a pair of scissors. Crazy, right? This was a far cry from the Angel Reese everyone thought they knew. The star everyone once admired was now causing shockwaves with every move, making people question what had happened to the player they once celebrated.
It's like everything bad that happens to me is somehow connected to Caitlin Clark. That's stupid, it's dishonest, she's just clout chasing.
As the drama escalated, Reese's performance on the court started to falter. Rather than concentrating on her game, she appeared more invested in crafting her public image and drawing attention. This shift in focus didn't escape the notice of fans and analysts alike, who pointed out how her priorities seemed to drift away from basketball. What was once a flourishing career was now clouded by her quest for the spotlight, leading many to wonder about the impact on her future in the sport.
Who is the real problem? Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese? Because again, Angel Reese is undermining the league with her unlikability. The reason why people are jumping on board and everyone's is they finally found a player who's halfway likable in Caitlin Clark and who doesn't rub their wealth, privilege, and entitlement down everyone's throat and force it on like I'm supposed to be special.
The situation intensified when Reese made the surprising choice to join OnlyFans, leaving many in the basketball community stunned. This unexpected step led fans and analysts to question her commitment to the sport, with some arguing that she was trading her shot at Wnba stardom for the allure of quick fame and easy money. The move ignited debates about how personal choices can impact professional ambitions, casting a shadow over her once promising career.
She's using Caitlin Clark, and then she goes, I don't think Caitlin Clark has hatred towards me. What has Caitlin Clark done to you? Nothing. Well, I don't even understand what would motivate that comment. Caitlin Clark hasn't done anything. She goes out and plays basketball. I've never seen her trash talk. I've never seen her taunt Angel Reese. There's nothing there, but she's pretending like there is something.
Reese kept pushing the envelope by appearing on the cover of Sports Illustrated in a swimsuit. While there's nothing inherently wrong with that, critics argued it was merely another attempt to seek attention rather than concentrating on her basketball career. Many felt this choice overshadowed her athletic achievements, raising concerns about whether she was prioritizing her image over her performance on the court.
There's one person who is driving all this, and it's Angel Reese. Rather, Caitlin Clark has nothing to do with it, blaming her fans for people following you home or, these alleged death threats. This Caitlin Clark has nothing to do with that. You've made yourself a target.
You might be asking, is this just a temporary situation? Unfortunately, it seems that the buzz around Reese isn't fading anytime soon. While players like Caitlin Clark and A'ja Wilson are earning praise for their remarkable performances on the court, Reese finds herself in the spotlight for reasons other than her basketball skills. This clear contrast raises questions about whether she can shift her focus back to the game and regain recognition for her talent.
I know she's just 22, but she's just dragging Caitlin Clark. This, to me, is the worst thing she's done to Caitlin Clark.
While Reese's off-court antics steal the spotlight, there's a quiet conflict brewing behind the scenes. Ever wonder why Caitlin Clark keeps coming up in this drama? The reason might surprise you. It's personal. Reese is pointing fingers at Clark for her troubles, making bold accusations that will leave you shocked.
You know, people say rebounding is Angel Reese's greatest skill. No, it's not. It's victimhood. And as you mentioned, Jason, nobody has sexualized Angel Reese quite like Angel Reese.
Reese is definitely feeling the pressure and is on the hunt for someone to blame. Who better than Caitlin Clark, the rising star of women's basketball? She's making some serious accusations about race and favoritism in the sport. In a recent interview, Reese claimed, "There are two of us who changed the game of women's basketball," implying that it's not solely about Clark. It almost seems like she's trying to rewrite history in her favor.
She's on social media again, doing things that, well, I mean, when you consider the things that she has talked about that she has been subjected to, it makes you kind of throw up your hands and go, well, what are you doing? Why are you doing this kind of thing if you are constantly under fire, supposedly for being sexualized, as you want to call it?
But let's unpack this. Is Reese genuinely being overshadowed, or is she simply feeling envious of Clark's achievements? Think about it. Clark has been on fire, shattering records and racking up accolades, while Reese seems to be taking a different path. It's like watching two distinct stories play out simultaneously.
Angel Reese is the one that is going to hurt people's pocketbooks, while Caitlin Clark is filling up people's pocketbooks.
Now, here's where it gets fascinating. Clark has been dedicated to her game, working on her skills and letting her performance shine. She's not only racking up points and assists, but also gaining respect from fans and peers. In contrast, Reese has been making headlines for her polarizing social media posts and questionable behavior on the court, often capturing attention for all the wrong reasons.
Saying Angel Reese is better than Caitlin Clark is saying Rodman was better than Michael Jordan, or Ben Wallace was better than Kobe, or even Andre Drummond was better than LeBron.
Fans are starting to take notice, and it's not looking good for Angel. They're choosing sides, with many declaring Caitlin Clark a class act, while Reese seems to be on a quest for attention. The contrast between their approaches is becoming increasingly clear with each passing game. But here's the kicker. Reese's blame game isn't just affecting her. It's sending ripples through the entire women's basketball community. Some are concerned that all this drama could undo years of progress for the sport. It's no longer just a feud between two players. It's about the broader image of women's basketball. There are even whispers urging Angel to tone it down with her eye-catching outfits that resemble runway fashion before every game. So what's driving Reese's behavior? Is it jealousy over Clark winning Rookie of the Year? Is she trying to distract from her own choices? Or is there something deeper at play? One thing is certain, This blame game is beginning to look like a desperate maneuver. And believe it or not, this blame game was merely the prelude to Reese's next shocking move. Something so out of left field that even her fiercest critics didn't see it coming. What could make a promising athlete toss aside years of dedication in an instant? Get ready, because Angel is about to make waves. Reese is making headlines by joining OnlyFans. Can you believe it? Picture this. What if Caitlin Clark pulled the same stunt while her team is on a 7-game losing streak? It's as if Reese has completely disregarded her basketball career. You might be thinking, is she really choosing this path over basketball? Here's the twist. Reese claims she's not stepping away from the sport, but how can she truly focus on her game when she's involved in this new venture? On top of that, she's playing the blame game, stating, "If I'm not being compensated fairly on the court, I'll find other ways to earn." But is that the full story? Let's dig deeper. Reese's choice isn't just about chasing money. It's a quest for attention, elevating her controversial actions to a whole new level. She's posting content that pushes the limits of what we expect from a professional athlete, seemingly forgetting that she's a role model for young fans. And guess what? Fans are not thrilled. Many who once rallied behind her on the court are now unfollowing her on social media. Even her former teammates and coaches are taken back. One coach expressed disbelief, saying, "I never imagined I'd see one of my players take this route, and you can imagine how that stings." Here's the twist. Reese doesn't seem fazed. She's fully backing her decision, claiming it's all about female empowerment. But is it genuinely empowering to divert attention from your athletic abilities? Many don't think so. They fear this could be the last straw for Reese's basketball career. Which Wnba teen would want to sign a player who seems more focused on her online image than her performance on the court? Moreover, these are the same WNBA players and black women who champion social justice and uplift the black community. By making this choice, Reese is perceived as dismissing the struggles of working-class individuals. As someone who graduated college at 23 and started with a $5 an hour job at the Bloomington Hilton, it feels surreal to see her trading her jump shot for fame on OnlyFans. This decision is creating significant waves in women's basketball. Young players, sponsors, and fellow WNBA stars are all feeling the repercussions, raising serious questions about the responsibility these athletes hold toward their brands.